Good afternoon. My name is Margaret Hansen, and I'm here with Kelly O'Leary. She's a wonderful member of the Shasta Gem and Mineral Society here in Shasta County. We are here to talk about an amazing event coming up. It's coming up on October 4th and 5th this coming weekend, so I expect to see you all here. It's the 70th Annual Gem Show at the Shasta District Fairgrounds in Anderson, and we want to see all of you listeners here this weekend. Kelly, what do you want to tell people about this event?
Well, actually, there's so much going on at this gem show. People will absolutely love it if they've never been to it before. It's free. That's the one main thing I think that people really, really love. And we are able to keep it free to the public, and we are very thankful for that. The hours are Saturday 9 to 5 and Sunday 9 to 4. We have door prizes going probably about every half hour. We have a raffle where $100 bill is your first prize, $50 bill is your second prize, and we have vendors coming from all over. These are not mostly local people. A lot of these people are from out of town, maybe out of state. We have some people from Oregon and Southern California, and they are selling all kinds of things like jade and opals and petrified wood and beads, gemstones, jewelry, and all kinds of different crystals and minerals from around the world. We have a gentleman who sells meteorites and can tell you all kinds of things about meteorites. We have a fossil dealer. We have jaspers, agates, things, unusual things like watermelon, tourmaline, moldavite. We have all the birthstones, the peridots, the garnets, the blue topaz, amethyst, citrine, all kinds of gemstones. And there's going to be exhibits on display. Some of these exhibits are just absolutely incredible. So they are things that you will want to check out while you're at the show. The rock auction is one of people's favorites also, where they can bid on, you walk by and you put your name down and how much you want to spend on a rock, and then come back and take a look, because it only goes every 15 or 20 minutes or so. So that's a real hopping area that's very, very busy. And you can take home some of your own rocks, rainbow obsidian maybe, and petrified wood. There's all kinds of crystals and different things, even at the rock auction. And the kids are sure going to enjoy the spinning wheel. We were recently at the Honeybee, and that wheel never stops. It's a lot of fun for little kids and big kids. So, and all of that money goes toward the juniors group, which is really nice for the kids. So come on down this weekend. You won't want to miss it. If you've been there before, well, come again, because we have new vendors this year, and you're sure to enjoy it. So come.
Well, I joined a couple of years ago, and I was enjoying the Honeybee Festival, and that's when I joined because they were in Palisadro. I've been rock hounding since I was about 8 years old, and I have always been drawn to these beautiful specimens that our planet yields. You can never have too many rocks, just so you know. So the more the merrier. I was taught by my dad to do lapidary work, and just when I was a young little, what we called a pebble puppy. So the adults were called rockhounds, and us children were called pebble puppies. But my dad taught me how to cut and polish stones and make jewelry. So my first cabochon, which I'll have Kelly explain what a cabochon is, was a jewelry piece. It was dinosaur bone, and I still have that to this day. And my dad taught me also to cut and polish opals. So I'll have you explain cabochons, because that's exciting.
Yes. Actually, when you're talking about the dinosaur bone, I'm not sure about the camera, how close you could get, but I actually brought a piece of dinosaur bone, and there will be vendors that have dinosaur bone, the meteorites also that we talked about. And the cabochon that Margaret's referring to is when a stone, normally like if you think of an opal, it is normally flat on the bottom and kind of curved, a little domed on the top. So that's called a cabochon. And normally around the lapidary or people at the vendors, they would call them cabs for short. Instead of saying cabochon, we say cab. Oh, what kind of cab did you make this weekend? And speaking of that, I have a cabochon here that's called Maramamba, which is from South Africa, or is this one from Australia? I'm trying to remember because we have both. But it's a very unusual stone. It's related to the, oh gosh, I can't even think of the name right now. But we have the wire wrap. This is called wire wrapping. We have classes at the workshop. It's only $20 to join the club, so for a year, so or through December. Anyway, you can have wire wrap classes. We have silversmithing classes, lapidary classes, lampwork bead classes. So there's lots to do in the club besides everybody's favorite, the field trips. Margaret and I are almost on every field trip. So, so come on down, see us this weekend, and there'll be things like petrified pine cone. When have you ever seen a petrified pine cone? This is a slice, and you can actually see the seeds. So it's really, really incredible. And then something like this, Larimar, which is a stone that comes from one place in the world, the Dominican Republic. And it's a beautiful ocean blue. There are going to be dealers that'll have gemstones cut out of this, or stones cut out of this. And then this beautiful pink one here is called rhodochrosite, and that's from Argentina. And it does come in a few different places. Peru actually has crystals that come to a point out of this stone, but it's a lot of people's favorite. So, and then the watermelon tourmaline. I did bring a small one. I'm sure you can't see it, but watermelon tourmaline is a very, very popular, a little unusual, and that comes from Brazil. So the stones come from all over the world, and you're sure to find something you really enjoy. So come see us this weekend.
Right. The things that drew me to the club, because they're amazing. These are amazing people. Their friendliness is one of the things. Their knowledge of stones, just as Kelly was talking about. The lapidary school in Anderson, where they teach and do cutting, polishing rocks, making jewelry, silversmithing classes, wire wrapping, jewelry wrapping, bead making, and a junior club for the kids. And these kids do such a beautiful job in their classes. They're amazing. So what have you done, Kelly? I mean, how long have you been in rocks? And oh, my goodness, it's been amazing.
It has. I actually started with the Gem and Mineral Club over 30 years ago. So I've been with this club almost half of its entire life. And but I started doing gem shows with my parents. So I go back to my parents, and people will say, well, how do you know so many names of these stones? And I say, one stone at a time. You memorize it, and then pretty soon you know a vast number of the gemstones or rocks and minerals. I mean, the crystals aren't the only thing out there, like your beautiful amethyst cathedrals, but things that you'll never see that are just incredible in nature. But, when I was talking about the field trips that Margaret and I love so much, we have two field trip chairmen. One is a geologist, is fairly new, and he's taken us on some trip to Crystal Peak. In the past, we've been to Rose Quartz down near Susanville. So we've gone on some fantastic one. But Brian is a geologist, and he's fairly new with the club, and he has taken us on some informative and teaching field trips. So he'll explain, why this happened, how the fault line or the earthquake created this, or what happened to, geologically speaking, and how many millions of years, or what happened maybe 60,000 years. So there are things that you can learn geologically that are really, really great. I mean, I love that just as much as the field trip and picking up the rocks that you've never seen before. So it's all great, great fun in the club. And they're really, rockhounds are really, really good people. And I've been enjoying them, like I said, for over 30 years. So it's a great club.
I love the trip that we went on with Brian, the geologist, to Mount Shasta. And that was so informative. I never knew that part of the mountain had fallen away. There was a catastrophic event. And he was drawing figures on his whiteboard, and we were looking at the mountain, and you could see some fascinating things about it. And then we went and found some beautiful rocks, some agates, and also the areas where volcanic activity you never would have expected, the volcanic activity that would present these stones and the crystals. So I love that about them. The trips are amazing. They're well thought out. They're safety minded, and we just love people. And the people are just thrilled with going on these, and it's exciting. And sometimes you'll bring home a few rocks, and sometimes you'll bring home about a couple 100 pounds. So it just depends. We also have potlucks that are in the club, so you're welcome to join and come to the potlucks. There's a lot of rivalry going on with raffles and silent auction, and they make it fun. Sometimes we have a guest speaker, and it has been a great experience, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So
Yeah, thank you, Margaret. And also, when she's talking about the potlucks, we have a meeting every month, the second Friday of every month, and it's at the Anderson Grange, which is across the street from Wintour Gardens or Kent's Meats. And we open up the doors around 6 o'clock or a little before. So you're welcome to come. Mark your calendar, because even after 30 years, I still have to mark my calendar. Second Friday is not kind of locked in my brain. So mark your calendar for the second Friday. If you can't make it this weekend for some reason, come see us at the Anderson Grange the second Friday of any month. And we'll be there, except when we're having a picnic in the park in June. So we do have a lot of fun, and we have a program at the meeting. We have the potluck, have a program, have shortest meeting as we can have, and then have the raffle afterwards. And it's a silent auction and a raffle, so it's always fun. It's always fun. So you can come see us there as well.
absolutely. So we also have the Lapidary School, and that is on Tuesday evenings, 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You could come in and take a tour and sign up right there online for the year-long membership. That is located at 6471 Airport Road, just north of the North Street Bridge over the Sacramento River. And it is a really neat place. We have a shop manager. It's all safety minded. They're very careful, but that's where they do the silversmithing and the jewelry wrapping and the wire wrapping and the beadwork, and the juniors. The juniors do their work there too.
A new saw.
And a new saw,
24-inch
huge,
saw.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, and the individual price is $20 a year, and that is a calendar year. But if you join now through the end of the year, you're going to get the rest of this year as well as all of next year. So it's a good time to join. You can join at the show. Julia will be there to help you with that. Or you can just go to our website, which is shastagemandmineral.org, and you can join there. Couples are $35. A family is $45 a year. So please come join us.
Absolutely. And we hope to see you at the 70th annual, 70 years.
70th.
I cannot imagine that for the annual gem show. And it's this weekend, Shasta District Fairgrounds. And it is a wonderful show. We get a lot of people there, and there's a free door prize ticket that you get when you enter. And as we call out numbers, you can come up and pick a free prize as well. Rock related, of course.
Thank you so much.